Good morning, it's day 148. It's actually not, well, it is still morning, but I'm eating my morning snack. I got up a little late, it's stormy here. I was just like in one of those moods where it was like, you just don't want to start your day because you know you just have a list this long. And it was just so dark in my room, I just didn't want to get up, but I ended up getting up about 9 and just doing the normal thing around here this morning, and did flashcards with the girls for quite a while. And now, well, let's see how much water I drank. Probably drank about 20 ounces of water so far, and I just got my Coke Zero, and this is a daily occurrence for me now, if you guys haven't put that together. Anywhere between 10 and 11 o'clock I've been having one Coke Zero every day. I'm fixing to have some generic Doritos. These are 130 calories for one serving. And watch a little TV. One cookie. So, it's so funny because you guys always see me sitting here, but it's only because this is like the main place where I record. The majority of the day I'm not sitting in this spot, but I sit down to record stuff. Anyway, I just threw together like one of the easiest crock pot things that I've ever thrown together. I got the recipe off food.com, and what did they call it? Crock-pot chicken gravy and stuffing, and it's got 273 reviews and it's got 4.5 stars, so I figured it was worth a try. I bought 3 pounds of frozen chicken breast at Aldi yesterday, I think for like $1.80 something a pound. I put those straight in the fridge, so they were kind of half thawed, half frozen. I took, I think, like the equivalent of like 4 breasts, because that's what the recipe called for, but I didn't measure it. I just put it in there. It actually ended up being kind of one long strip, one big breast, and one little one. But I put that in, and then it just calls to season the breast and put them in there. I just kind of threw some salt and pepper on top of them once they were in there. And then 1 cup of chicken broth, which I also got from Aldi. I think it was fat-free, very low in calories. Put that in. And then it called for Swiss cheese. I didn't have that, so I used 2% shredded mozzarella. I just kind of sprinkled a little bit on top of there. I don't know, maybe half a cup to 1 cup, something like that. And then it called for 1 can of cream of mushroom, 1 can of cream of chicken, and half a cup of milk. A quarter cup of milk. So I mixed all that together, and then you just pour that over the cheese and chicken breast. And then it called for 2 cups of Pepperidge Farm herb stuffing, but I just used 1 box of chicken stovetop. Put that in there, and then it asked for half a cup of melted butter, and I probably used 1/3 of a cup. I don't know. I kind of dug it out with the half cup measuring cup and threw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and it didn't fill all the way up, but that was country crock. And I just poured that over the stuffing, put the lid on, and it's on high until 6 o'clock, and it's a little afternoon right now. So hopefully it turns out pretty well. I love stuffing, love gravy, love chicken, love cheese, so I can't see this going wrong. So I haven't made anybody lunch yet. I guess they're not asking to eat, and so I'm just gonna put it off for a little while longer, I guess. It was storming here this morning, but it looks like it's clearing up now, so Madison's class might not be canceled today. She's upstairs watching Beauty and the Beast right now. I have to get this laundry out of here. We still have quite a few things that we want to get done before we have company this weekend, and it doesn't seem to be getting done. Not just on my part, but on Brian's either, because I really can't paint when the kids are around, so I can only do that at night. In the last couple nights, I was concerned with homework, So I think maybe these evenings for the rest of the week I will be able to do some painting and everything in the kitchen. I think I'm just going to leave that plant shelf up there, that color. I don't know. Just because it'd just be less work. And once I get the edging done, I don't think it'll really make that big of a difference. I don't think anybody's really going to care. And even though I've painted that spot right there, I'm not going to paint the whole entryway. So they're just going to have to deal with that. And then I'll just do that part right there. So not a whole lot to do on the kitchen. Oh, and I have to do this whole side of the kitchen on the right here. Anyway, and then finish the backsplash, finish underneath the cabinets, and all of you guys that have given me such rave reviews on the kitchen so far, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It has been a lot of work, but I believe that it's really come together, and it looks pretty nice in my mind, so hopefully it'll help sell our house, and you know, we'll enjoy it while we're here. And what else do we have going on? I thought about going to Body Flow today. I thought about it last night, but then when I woke up and it was all stormy, it was like, no, I'm not going out in the rain again. I had to go out in the rain last night to go get groceries at Aldi and to go spend some extra care bucks that were going to expire. I ended up getting that 5-minute plus white whitening gel, I think is what it's called. Candy Johnson recommended it, so I'll check that out. I had a coupon for it, and then I also had a coupon for some sponges, and I needed some sponges, so I got some of those. So that's how I used my extra care bucks. But anyway, it was storming last night, and I don't enjoy being out in the rain. So I just said, nah, I'm not going to the Y today. But it is a habit that I'd like to get back into. But as you all know, the routine is going to be changing in a couple weeks here when Madison is going to VPK every morning. So hopefully we'll fall into a little bit better of a routine. I could possibly use that time to be going shopping or to... I don't really want to work out during that time because to me that's kind of a waste of that time because I can work out at other times and have Madison under the care of someone responsible, you know. So while I've had that time just having to deal with Alana, I'd rather get something else done that I'm not usually able to get done, or at least have some actual decompressed time or time that I can actually get some things done without her. What time is it? Where are we going? Are we going somewhere? Play with me, you know, craziness, so I can maybe actually get some things done during the day. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully she'll do very well. She's very smart, but I believe that she does possibly have an attention problem, which kind of what 4-year-old doesn't. But we'll see how she adapts, hopefully pretty well. I didn't do very well in school at that age, and Brian didn't either. So, but we're not going to try to push that kind of energy onto her. You know, we're just going to be hopeful and be supportive and just hope that everything goes well for her. Anyhow, I'm going to be making lunch. I have a chicken breast that I cooked a few days ago in the fridge. I'm going to smell it. Hopefully it's still good. If so, I'll put that on a salad. I've got spinach and romaine to use up. I also bought a mango yesterday, so I'm going to maybe make some mango salsa to munch on later. I don't know. Okay, so there's my lunch. And it is delicious, let me tell you. First time I've tried this combo. I know I said that I was going to have a chicken salad, but I just wasn't really in the mood for that. And, you know, I wasn't really feeling hungry, so I was going to actually take a page out of Miss Julie Janae's book where she talked about only eating when she's hungry, you know, letting her body tell her when she needed to eat. But then I recalled, I thought I heard somewhere, or I read, I'm going to look it up, that once the hunger pangs start, it's almost too late, like your blood sugar has already dropped below a certain level or something, I don't know. I thought I read something to say that that wasn't necessarily the best thing to do when you were either trying to lose weight or something like that, so I'm going to look it up. So I decided to have this protein shake. This is 1 serving of the YoPlay smoothies, frozen fruit and yogurt bits. That was 80 calories with half a serving of strawberries, which was only 2 large frozen strawberries for 25 calories, 1 cup of light original silk soy milk for 60 calories, 25 grams of raw spinach, a little bit of water, and 1 scoop of my GNC 100% whey protein powder chocolate flavor. It is really yummy. I'm gonna go enjoy it. Hey guys, where you been all day? Sorry I failed a little bit on the vlogging, but I am on my calories. It is almost 9 o'clock. Hubby just had to go to bed. What did you miss? What was the last thing I told you? I think it might have been my protein shake. Kind of hung out for the rest of the afternoon, cleaned a little bit. Brian got home, just kind of hanging out. Didn't eat anything after my protein shake, I don't think. And then I was going to take Madison to her swim class because although I had enlisted Brian's help to do that, he's having a really hard time with this history class that he's taking right now. And it's the last week, so he's got lots of work to do. So I was going to take her, but then it got canceled. So then she threw a fit, so then I took her to the mall. Not because she threw a fit, and I waited until after the fit was over. But she wanted to go to the mall and play in the kids area, and she wanted to get some frozen yogurt at that You Say When yogurt shop that I was telling you about. And so we went there, and I got very healthy frozen yogurt. I got about 250 calories worth of it. But it was delicious. And then she played in the kids area until 6 o'clock. Then we came home. I had that slow cooker meal in the slow cooker. And it was delicious, let me tell you. If you like stuffing, and you like chicken, and you like gravy, oh my god. Put this in your crock pot right now. It was so delicious. A little salty, so if you're not big on salt, then you need to be careful. But it was very, very good. So I will, if I remember, I will put the link in the down bar. If you want the recipe and I don't put it on there, remind me, and I'll put it on there for you. So we had dinner, and then I decided that I wanted to get some more paint so that we can do the rest of this entryway, and I really want to get rid of this yellow because it's like, it clashes even worse now than it did before, it seems. So I really want to get this painted, and I'm really no longer concerned whether the walls are completely painted when they come or not. Like some of you have said, just make sure the house is presentable, so I'm going to be worrying more about, you know, the cleanliness and the picked upness of the house rather than whether all the walls are perfectly painted or not. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, so I went out to get new paint, and then I had to take back a movie that Brian had bought. I told you guys a few days ago, he bought Limitless on Blu-ray, but then we ended up watching it on demand, and so I took that back. We never opened it. And something else we had to take back to Home Depot, so Madison went running with me to go do that. Came home, put Madison to bed, watched TV with Brian for about 20 minutes, and then he had to go to bed. So, yeah. Like I said, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm going to do some TV watching, I'm going to do some vlog editing, I'm going to do some video watching, and I'm going to do some painting tonight. And I've got some of the samples here on the wall that I wanted to show you guys. Now, first off, take a look at this color. Some lights it looks like a warm sand color, and other lights it looks kind of like a cooler grayish beige almost. But then if you look at it next to the darker colors what we had in here before, that's cool beige. The new beige is warm beige. I know, so interesting, right? So I told you a few days ago that we are going to probably put paintable wallpaper on this wall right here in some kind of pattern. We don't know what the pattern is going to be, but I wanted to get a paint in a shade or two darker than this. And then in the dining room, we're going to do lighter on top, a chair rail, and then wallpaper and the darker paint on the bottom in the dining room. So these are the two paints that I got. So I wanted to show you this beige, okay? This, although it doesn't look like it, is the same beige. It looks gray next to this yellow, but it's the same warm beige. These are the two colors that I got. Okay, now as you can see, this one, of course the colors are different on the camera than they are in real life anyway, but this is a warm brown, and this is kind of a between brown and beige. So this is the color that we're going to end up going with. And yeah, so that's it. That's our samples, and that's our decision. So, although we're not putting the chair rail up right now, depending on how ambitious I want to be, I may do like a line with painter's tape or whatever and just do the two colors. No, I lied. I'm not going to do that because we're doing wallpaper down here. I forgot. So what I'm going to do instead is just this room is going to be half painted. But I'm going to at least do the top half, the lighter color, and then I'm probably going to do the ceilings. And I say ceilings because it's a tray ceiling. These were two different colors of yellow, even though you can't tell. And now I look back at this decision and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so ugly. But whatever. So I've got enough in this sample here, maybe, to do enough on the ceiling. What did I say before? The lighter color on the horizontal or the vertical? Can't remember now. I think the lighter was going to go on the vertical and the darker was going to go on the horizontal, I think. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I put a second coat of the Sealer Color Enhancer on the backsplash. So you can see we've got some of the lighting over here. And you can see that the colors are very vibrant, much more vibrant than they were last time you saw it. And I've done the touch-up paint around the backsplash, so now all I have to do is I have to caulk that, and then the backsplash will be completely done. Yeah, so enough about my redecorating. Back to the diet. I told you guys I had the frozen yogurt, and then I had the dinner, and I believe that puts me right at 1,200 calories. I'm going to double check everything, all my calculations and all my, all my tracking, but I believe that to be the case. And so that'll be it for me for the rest of the night. I might have a little diet sweet tea, or I might just stick with water. So, day 3 of my, I don't know what I'm calling this week, but just day 3 in the stretch here of being on my calories. So I'm really happy. Can you guys give me a thumbs up for that? So some of you have nicknamed this week the Perfect Week Challenge. I saw in the comments. So if you guys are participating and you've been behaving yourselves all week long, please comment and let me know how you've been doing. Because I have not had any time to catch up on anybody's vlogs. I'm so sorry. I feel really horrible about that. But if you could at least just comment and let me know how things are going for you. I do read all the comments. Unfortunately, I'm not able to respond to all the comments all the time, but I do read them all. Well, I read all that I get because it's so funny. Like, some of the comments, it seems like not all the comments do I get notified on YouTube, and I don't think I get notified of them all in my email either. So unless I go back to every video and read over all the comments, then I don't know if I actually get all the comments. But all the ones that I get notified of in my email or on my in my inbox on YouTube, I do read them all. So I just want to let you guys know that, because as I'm getting more comments, I'm unable to respond to everybody. And if you've written like a long comment with, like, you know, great advice or you know, about your struggle or whatever's going on, please know that I'm reading that and I'm absorbing it and everything, but I may not just be able to articulate that in a comment back to you or whatever. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that, and please let me know how you're doing this week. And what else was I going to tell you guys? What did I weigh today? Let's see if I wrote it down. Yesterday I was 158, and then today I was 157.6. So let's hope for a loss tomorrow, of course. I will see you guys tomorrow. Day 3 of the Perfect Week Challenge is over, and as you can see, when I stick to what I'm supposed to stick with, I feel good about myself, and that carries me on to the next day. So if you are looking to start that diet that you've been putting off, or whatever kind of project you need to get started on, just know that the more progress you make, the better you'll feel, the more progress that you'll be able to make after that. It's a cycle. It's a self-feeding cycle. And the more weight you lose, the better you're going to feel about yourself, or the more you get done of whatever project you've got to get done. So just keep that in mind. It just takes that first step to get that momentum going. I know that. Sometimes I slip. You guys know I'm not perfect. I'm not even close. But this is the Perfect Week Challenge, and so far I am doing freaking perfect. I'll see you guys tomorrow.